This is Don DeBartolo, a senior commodities broker and market strategist with Daniels Trading in Chicago. I'm also the trader behind the Trade Spotlight Advisory Service. This service is broken into three segments: Trade Spotlight Futures, Commodity Options, and Future Spreads. This is Beyond the Spotlight, a video that will spotlight two or three markets that may become trading opportunities for this week. This week begins with Monday, October 26th, 2020. Please pause the video and read the disclosures to understand the risks involved with futures and commodity options trading. Jumping right into our first chart, this is the December 2020 Canadian dollar. Spoke about this chart in the last Beyond the Spotlight video, and you can see since the market traded higher and set a new number 3 point. That new number 3 point is the high of 76.45 half from October 21st. So last week made a new number 3 point, and now we have the beginnings of the sell-off once again. We didn't take the trade here because it held the 20-day moving average, but perhaps a break of this 20-day moving average will see the market finally sell off back down to the number 2 point, or the 200-day moving average, which is at 73.99.6, or the ultimate target at the 73 price level, a potential support and previous resistance level. So again, this is a 1-2-3 formation. This is a trend reversal formation. Typically, you'd like to see longer time between these points. Just creates a stronger formation. And this itself is just a mid-level 1-2-3 formation, because the 12-month contract high, you'd have to come back here. Let me get that high for you. That is from January 6th at 77.27 half, and this high did not eclipse the 77 price level. So it's a mid-level 1-2-3. So looking for just a quick short-term trade to the downside, again breaking these moving averages and down to the 73 price level. Aggressively, you can take a break of this session low. That's Thursday's low. Let me get that on the screen for you. That is 75.90 from October 22nd, or you can wait for the previous low that we are looking at here, just above that 20-day moving average. That low is 75.42 from October 15th. You can see the trend is flipping down. This is my MACD indicator, and the momentum is down as well. This is my stochastics indicator. Moving averages are all pointed up right now, though. I'd like to see those hook over as well. Jumping along to the next chart, this is the December 2020 lean hogs. Now in the hogs market, I'm actually looking for a pullback to go long. Right now, you can see the trend is down. You can see there is strong downside momentum. So I am expecting more downside in the hogs, but I'm not looking to take a short trade. I'm looking for a lower bounce off this trend line, or perhaps down to the 50% Fibonacci retracement of this rally that we just experienced in the market. That would be at 61.05. Just looking for a sell-off, again, just trend line or down in this area, which is also potentially a big support level, and then watch the MACD indicator hook back up, the stochastic hook indicator hook back up for a long entry opportunity. Seasonally, this is the time to be long the hogs market, so that's what I'm watching for in this market. You can see the moving averages are all pointed up. My 50, my 20-day, the 200-day might be the only one. Yeah, that's the only one that's pointed down, and then you have an 89 moving average, 89-day moving average pointed up. So looking for a pullback in hogs to get long this contract. In the third chart I want to take a look at today, this is actually a future spread. This is the January 2021, July 2021 soybeans spread chart, and we can chart this out just like we would a soybeans futures contract. And we can look at the same formations, look at the same indicators. And what I'm seeing here on this chart is a head and shoulders formation. So you have the left and the right shoulder, and the head is the 12-month contract high. If you're following along with the trade spotlight, you'll know we took a shot to sell the spread on this trading session here. This is a report day and was looking to take advantage of potential volatility to the downside, and I had my stop loss placed above. This was the 12-month contract high previously. You can see the market eclipsed that high, made a new spread high. So the previous high was 35 3/4. I believe the stop was at 36 cents, and the high for that next session was 38.5 cents. So eclipsed it by 2.5 cents, and then of course sold off, closed lower, had nice follow through the next day. So lost money on that trade, but still watching this market for a downside move. Since the sell-off, the market has traded sideways and come back a little bit, but back to this previous resistance level, that's going to act as a stop loss for the spread. I am looking for a little bit more trading up in this area before we finally break. I do have a lower trend line drawn off with almost 4 touches. That's a strong trend line. There's another one forming right here, so perhaps we could sell on break of this trend line that we can draw off, or this bigger one here where there's some moving averages resting. We can wait for a close below those if we want to stay a little conservative. But I do like this spread to the downside seasonally. This is a good spread to be into the downside. So just waiting again for an opportunity to try to short this spread against January 2021, July 2021. So we're selling the January contract, buying the July contract. Right now you can see the MACD is rather flat, which makes sense. We've been trading sideways here for the better part of a week. And the momentum, same deal there, rather flat. So we'd like to see these two hook over before taking that short entry. You can see they were starting to do that here when we first sold the spread, but quickly bounced back and is flat. So watching for an opportunity again to see both of those indicators hook over, maybe some of these moving averages hooking over to take that short entry. Quick look at what the advisory service looks like. It's an email service, so all those 3 segments are emailed to you. You can tell which it is by the logo in the top left-hand corner. You'll get a write-up of the trade, the precise entry and exit orders, so you know the risk-reward parameters before getting into a trade. Any pertinent information like option expiration or deltas, and a chart that you can click and enlarge. If you're not following the Trade Spotlight, I encourage you to do so. You can go to the Daniels Trading webpage, click on Advisories, then under Technical Indicators you'll find Trade Spotlight. You can review some past posts, click the orange button to subscribe. I provide a free 90-day trial offer, or it's free to clients of mine in the firm. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to this video today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. This is my phone numbers and my email address. Happy trading.